Hey everybody, Glenn Younes again for my reoccurring video blog here on PressBoxOnline.com. Thank you to our title sponsor, Carbiz. Check them out online, carbiz.com. All their social platforms, by the way, they are at Carbiz, C-A-R-B-I-Z, and as I mentioned here on PressBoxOnline.com. I'm loving this video blog that I've done for the last half of this year here. Really enjoying it. Hope you guys have as well. We are pushing this huge in 2016, and we urge you to be a part of it. Share it on Facebook, retweet it on Twitter, subscribe for free on the YouTube page. If you're watching this, you're already at least finding it somehow. Spread the word. This is my new show, right? So let's get it out there. I appreciate, top ratings in Baltimore, a great national show for years at SiriusXM. My career has spanned a lot of different places. It's nice to own a couple businesses, run a foundation, and be able to still have this platform. So thank you to you guys, Carbiz and PressBox Online, for giving it to me. Going to keep this one relatively short. This one relates to Maryland Terps Basketball. We all know top 10 team and what they're capable of, the talent that they have. Quickly on Melo Trimble, point guard. He is, guys, listen, this is just not like super fan Glenn Younes, Maryland through and through, right? He's projecting, and who knows if he stays or goes. He's one of the best point guards in the country, if not the best. He's one of the best players in the country, if not the best. And he is going to go down as one of the greatest Maryland basketball players ever, period. And he might, and if he stays 4 years, doubtful, but we can't project, right? As he's in the middle of the beginning of his second year. He could be the greatest basketball player in Maryland Terps and hoops history. He is that good. The one problem I see, and I tweeted about it lately, G Unit Radio, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, is the point guard, not backcourt, point guard depth with this team. Brantley, fine. Let him play as much as humanly possible in games where you're playing weaker opponents or you have a major lead. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can run. Let's get his comfortability. Yes, Suleiman can play the point. Yes, you can bring in Nick in sometimes, although he's not the greatest of ball handlers. Yes, Brantley's in there as well. There are ways to spell Trimble. But if you had a true point guard like Brantley is that hey, you know what, we can give this guy 12 minutes. 12's a lot. But we can give him 12 minutes if need be. They're not going to give him 12. But we can give him 12 minutes and we're no issues of how to run the offense. Wonderful. Which kind of plays into my other thought about Jake Layman. If Jake Layman would take an offensive approach, this is the thing we've had with Layman. On paper, he's everything. It's a matter of, does he want to be aggressive enough? If you could count on Layman to run some of that offense when Trimble was out and Brantley was in, maybe they'd be okay with finding their offense, but that's where Suleiman steps in. It's complicated because there's so many moving pieces. That's the good part for Turgeon, to have so much depth on a team to figure out where they go. But point guard, backup point guard, is sort of the one, fingers crossed, hope that doesn't come down to bite you in tournament time, which, by the way, guard play is everything at tournament time. But while we're on the point of Layman and him being aggressive offensively and having all the tools and where he could project in the NBA if he were to just show who and what he could be, I will back up on my, criticism of Layman and add this in a positive way. What Jake Layman does from a mindset standpoint, not just on offense of knowing what they run and how to get guys into sets and just being a very important puzzle piece. Forget results, forget baskets, forget stat lines, right? Just being in the right place, swinging ball, moving, getting guys in position. What Jake Layman provides that's so important for the Maryland Terrapins defensively is he's so daggone rangy. He is a matchup issue for other teams because he can guard the 2, the 3, and the 4. He's long, he's rangy, he's reachy in passing lanes. He can get in the way. He can take up a lot of space. He can be in a space and a half at the same time where other guys just can't. He can play the 2, the 3, the 4. He's really versatile. He's a major matchup problem for other teams when they're on offense and the Terps are on defense. That's the benefit of Jake Layman defensively for the Maryland Terrapins. And as hard as I am and everybody else is, and rightfully so, on Layman offensively, what he could do if he was assertive and aggressive, what we don't step back and realize sometimes is what a matchup problem Jake Layman is for other teams when they're on offense and Maryland is playing defense, passing lanes, etc. Layman is a very pivotal piece in that. And so I, Glenn Younes, will take back a little bit of that, God, I wish Jake Layman would be this, that, and the other. And I spun it in my own head and said, let's see what he really does, and let's talk about that. And so we did. Jake Layman, thank you, brother. I spun it. I'm positive, and I believe what I'm saying. And people that know basketball know that that's the right analysis by me as well. Sure, we wish he'd crank it up offensively, but defensively, he is a major matchup problem when he's playing defense and can be versatile 2, 3, 4 position, rangy in lanes when the Terps are on defense. That'll do it for me. Go Maryland. Big year for them. Can't wait to see after the new year how they rock and roll into Big Ten fully. Thank you to Carbiz. Check them out online, carbiz.com, all their social platforms at Carbiz, and of course, as always, right here on PressBoxOnline.com. I'm Glenn Younes. Till next time, I'll talk to you.